I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. 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 That's the real anti-Semitic shit that the Jewish people get paid off of.
Most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic. Yeah. I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Now let me little Apple move. Then we want me on Apple right now. How many people want to bet their house that content is not within the first 3 songs on Apple Rap Music?
Nobody.
So they're gonna have to take my life before they take my people.
Happen to my children, so I have to fight right now. And the other powerful icons in Black, the thing that the left
muscle.
And my dad, called me. He said, the thing that the left fear about Ye or makes me the most dangerous is I'm rich, and that's the point. Tupac told me back in the days, you had to get your money right and then you go to war. So I'm going to war. I don't have endless resources. I only have maybe only maybe $120 million in my account.
Tupac had a big influence on Ye. Catch me with my commentary again, I'm Prophet.
But what I'm not going to let happen is I'm not going to let my kids take over Yeezy someday and have a boardroom telling them what to do and talking behind their back. I'm not going to let that happen to my children. So I have to fight right now. And the other powerful icons in Black music, when they were at the top of the game, they didn't fight at that point. They were too afraid of losing whatever they had. So by the time they wanted to make a difference, by the time Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC, he didn't have the Cosby Show at that time to be able to stand up when they wanted to literally throw him in jail, where they actually did throw him in jail. So people have to understand just the bravery. There's so many people everywhere. I know everyone can relate to being afraid to say what you're going to feel because you feel like you're going to lose something. So whether you agree with me or not, I believe people are going to feel the fact that someone is brave enough to say something. Every day I do 5 things that people have been historically killed for. Every day.
He's right.
And it's just, I want to prove, first of all, I am Jew also. The 12 lost tribes of Hebrew. Do the math. Do your research on it. We have got our culture ripped from us and then told we were just simply void of color, which is another definition for Black. But if we knew we were a culture and knew we were a people, the way the Jewish people know, then we wouldn't abort ourselves. We wouldn't shoot each other dead in the streets and then rap about it. We wouldn't brag about, having sex with each other's wives. We would keep our families together and we would do business together. The most dangerous place for a Black person in America is actually in our mother's stomachs, because 50% of Black deaths a year in America is abortion currently. I mean, I can keep going, but I want to make it, hey, boom, ask me questions, let's go. There are no limits to free speech. It's all context, right? Tarantino can write a movie about slavery where actually him and Jamie, they got the idea from me, because the idea for Django I pitched to Jamie Foxx and Quentin Tarantino as the video for Gold Digger. And then Tarantino turned it into a film. But in that film, he puts a context, he creates a context where Leonardo DiCaprio is allowed to use the word multiple times within that context. So Hollywood's job is to frame things, and they allow what context, what content is accepted and what's not. I classify myself as Jew, but a person is classified that had been given that title in America as black. In America, that I'm supposed to stay in a block.
Shalom. I'd like to start off saying Ka Halayim, my Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Havashai, Ba'ashim, Havakar Sadak, my Ma, double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstone, my elder Herawan as well. I take the truth, the sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh. Alright. So, alright, so there was an apology. They were threatened that they were going to be ripped of everything and be left with nothing if they didn't give a formal apology to the Jewish nation. But Kanye, on the other hand, see, this is the point, right? Kanye didn't do that, and he refuses to do that. However, our people don't see how the Lord is working. They steady talking shit about Kanye, talking about, oh, he crazy, he a lunatic, and it's like he very well may be that. But in my opinion, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using this man, right? Because this is all biblical, scriptural that's happening, man. All right, because we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So the ones that are in that land right now aren't the real Jews. Now Kanye did said that the blacks are Jews also. Now, but they're Jewish, which is a difference. Meaning, if I'm an adult and I'm acting like a child, they're gonna tell me I am childish. That's what they're gonna call me because of the suffix of ish, meaning like and pertaining to. But it's not what you are. You just acting like it. So for them to call themselves Jewish, they're acting like they're Jews. That's all it is. It's an act. So now, the fact that Kanye refuses to retract his statement says a lot. So now, look at this picture. It says, to determine the true rulers of any society, all you must do is ask yourself this question. Who is it that I am not permitted to criticize? Now, the only thing you can't criticize in this society is the letter people and Jewish people. Mainly Jewish people. You'll get a little bit of slack for, the letter people, but not much. But you say something about a Jewish person, right? That just shows you who runs this world, man. You cannot criticize. You are not permitted, allowed. And they're trying to prove that point, but Kanye is bucking. So the Lord is doing all this, man. The Lord said he's going to scatter us among the heathens and he's going to redeem us. And it's also a scripture that I want to get into it too that says, all right, I will give you fame in every city where you were put to shame. The Lord said he's going to do that. All right. Just excuse the noise in the background. My son, my 3-year-old son, tripping because I made him go to bed. I was trying to do this lesson, man. He's trying to, but he's back there making noise. But anyway, I want to get Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 26, because this is all the doing of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. It says, I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day. All right, this is being spoken to the children of Israel. That ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it. Ye shall not prolong the days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed, man. And now, that was the anger of the Lord being being risen up against them. And Yahweh used Esau, right? The Esau's hatred towards us is the amount is the amount that Yahweh is upset with the children of Israel. He displayed his anger through Esau. Now, Esau went overboard. You get what I'm saying? So now they got a punishment coming. So now this little seed being dropped of Kanye not, you know, um, apologizing means a lot. All right. So Deuteronomy 4:26 it says, "I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto ye go over Jordan to possess it." Talking about Israel. "Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations." That means that shows you that utterly be destroyed means a mental thing. As a matter of fact, when they get Hosea 4:6, meaning our minds are going to be destroyed. We're going to be discontinued from our heritage. But in the land of our captivity, we've got to remember ourselves. I'm going to get all this scripture. All right. This is Let me get So he's going to destroy us, right? This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the laws of thy power. I will also forget thy children." Right. So two-thirds of our people have forgotten the Lord, man. All right. Two-thirds of our people have forgotten the Lord, and they're not going to remember until it's too late. So, destruction meaning he's not going to kill us off like how Esau's been trying to do. The seed of Israel going to continue forever. As a matter of fact, let me get that. It says, let me cut this light on. It says, Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 35. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, which Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, which giveth to the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh, power of hosts, is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever." All right. So now the sun and the moon are not going to stop their courses. So therefore, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai made sure that Israel will never be destroyed like through genocide, like how Esau is trying to do, and he's steadily trying to destroy the character of Jacob, like with Kanye standing up, right? He's trying to crush him. Like we're gonna take man. Adidas dropped him 200. They lost $246 million by dropping this man. 286 million. Sorry, Salakia. By dropping this man, they don't care. Won't nobody pick him up. They dropped all. They're trying to drop all his music off the internet, locking up all his. They're trying to crush this man because he won't take back that statement saying that we are the Jews. All right, this is Deuteronomy 4:27. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai shall scatter you among the heathen, and you shall be like few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord shall leave you." So even though Esau was being used, the Lord is the one that's responsible for all this as a punishment for us being disobedient. Verse 28, it says, "And there ye shall serve gods, the work of man's hands, and wood and stone, man's hands." And what is, a man uses his hands to bring forth the imaginations of his mind. So these idols are the imagination of the mind of these other nations. And our people are following behind that shit. So they don't always have to be a, a golden statue or anything like that. It's the ideology that that that's behind the statue. Really, is what it's about. It's not about the statue itself. It's the ideology behind the statue. Even that's what I think it was I forgot who it was, but it was it wasn't Hezekiah. It was one Israelite that ever told the story a lot about the serpent, the snake, the serpent, right? Which was called by us Krishna, and so Yahweh Shai is our focal point, but we can't physically see him. We see him through the spirit, and that's what whoever destroyed this little serpent thing that Moses used to hold up, right? Whoever destroyed it was letting us know, like, yo, it's not the serpent. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's really the spirit. Now we have Yahweh Shai that we look upon and focus upon through the spirit. So it's the ideology behind these these idols that you don't have to have the physical idol in your mind. It's what the image represents, what it's about, and our people are stuck on it. And most of these idols are about vain things like money and sex. But our people are willing to believe in anything except for them being the children of Israel. So now you have Kanye West that speaks out against this, right? And says we are the Jews, and they're trying to crush him. They're trying to crush him, and our people are trying to crush him too, because he said he wore the White Lives Matter shirt. Really? Who cares? Oh, Kanye ain't did nothing for our people. He ain't da 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 da. The Lord using him to do something for our people now, because this is prophecy. Let me find the scripture real quick. Let me see. Okay, I think I found it. Isaiah 44 and 5. This is Isaiah 4. Slacking. Let me get Isaiah 44 and 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord that made thee and formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, Yeshurun, whom I have chosen." And I think that means either I am of the first or upright. Yashurun, if I'm not mistaken. It says, "For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground." All right, and I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thine offspring. And you're witnessing that's what's going to make us stand up a great exceeding army, man. And they shall spring up as grass among as the grass, as willows by the watercourses, by that river, and the tree on either side of the river represent the children of Israel, and that river of pure water coming out of the throne of Yahweh and unto the Lamb. Okay, and that's how Yahweh by Shemel started watering his best garden bed. All right, through the river in Revelation 22. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna keep going. It says, verse 5. It says, now you're seeing the men on the highways and byways right now, right? Prophesy, all right, and you're witnessing the dry bones. You're witnessing the dry bones get moisture. but not all of them have the breath. Verse 5, it says, one shall say, I am the Lord, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and surname himself by the name of Israel. And that's us standing up, remembering who we are in our captivity. Let me get that. Let me get Baruch. Baruch chapter 2, verse 30, it says, for I knew that they would not hear me because this is a stiff-necked people. All right. So now, that's the reason our stiff-neckedness is the reason why we're in the position that we're in now. It says, but in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves. Boom. And so that's the Spirit of the Lord being poured out. And the men of the Lord getting out there on the highways and byways and prophesying in sincerity and truth, making this happen. And now you're going to have things like Kanye West. Yeah, we go out there week in and week out and make these videos, but this one thing that this man is doing that our people are not even paying attention to is he said it. It don't matter if you believe it or not, because we believe. You get what I'm saying? The fact that he said it and he won't take it back, and them Khazars are getting pissed off. Says a lot, man. So I could care less about Kanye, but I know this is the work of Yahweh by Shemel Shai, boosting the faith of the elect, man. Because we never seen this before. Amari Stoudemire, shut the fuck up and apologize. He did it. Nick Cannon, no more wilding out. Shut the fuck up and apologize. He did it. He got it switched from VH1 to MTV or vice versa. All right, Deshaun Jackson played for the I think it was Deshaun Jackson played for the Eagles. We the Jews, shut the fuck up and apologize. Man, listen, on that ESPN show, Max Kellerman had a whole segment, like a whole 7-minute segment out of the show, saying how he wanted Deshaun Jackson to apologize about saying that they're the Jews, being all that, talking about this so-called anti-Semitic bullshit. When you see what really anti-Semitism is, Kanye showed you in the video I played in the beginning. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. I'm gonna kill this nigga. That's anti-Semitism. That's being anti-Semitic against the true children of the Lord, causing them to be in a barbaric, fucked up state of mind. This is how Esau's supposed to act. This is Esau's blessing, run around with the gun like they Billy the fucking Kid. Outlaw Josie Wells or some damn shit. But our people are in Esau's place, and Esau's in our place, but they're in our place in wickedness. So the earth don't look good. The earth don't look so because they don't have the righteous ruling class mentality. All right, so the fact that Kanye won't shut the fuck up and apologize, they're getting pissed. I mean, that's all the doing of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. All right, so going back to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 30, it says verse 29, it says, but if this thou shalt seek the Lord thy power, thou shalt find him. Right. So it don't matter. It don't matter if about Kanye, man. It's what how the Lord is using Kanye. Because the men of the Lord, we're out here in the highways and byways. The people ain't listening to us. But guess what? The statement that Kanye's making, now they're gonna be all on GMS videos. They're gonna be on all the camps videos, man. Motherfuckers are finna start trying to eat right now. But they better hope they eating the right food. They better hope they're dealing with individuals like GMS, Lions Den, Men of Valor, Church of Philadelphia. They better hope they're dealing with they coming to eat from those trees that bear the true fruit. So the focus is not on Kanye. The focus is on how Yahweh Bashim tries to use Kanye to fish for the elect, because they can find out that they Israelites from him, but they gotta come to the elect for the truth. And we got it wide open all over the internet. All right. Deuteronomy 4:29 again, it says, "But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua thy power, thou shalt find him if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul." Right. So our mind is not going to be focused on the bullshit that's going on, not easily distracted. But we all sometimes fall into temptation, right? And that's why we have Yahweh Shai to pull us through, man. So that is our sturdy foundation that we stand upon. We're not standing upon uh, um, Kanye West, but we understand that the Lord is using Kanye, right, to put and that's what's going to bring fear to the devil. The fact that the moment the slave jump off the porch and the master tell him to get back on the porch and he does it, and other slaves see that shit, oh, it's a problem. Because now they think they can do it too. What is this going to start? Now they're going to have to, they're going to be searching for the men of the Lord, because the bottom going to fall out of this system and everything is going to go fucking haywire. And they're going to be looking for the truth, man. Verse 30 says, "When thou art in tribulation and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days," right? In these times right here. "If thou turn to the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai and shall be obedient unto his voice," right? And that's the point, being obedient unto his voice. The voice of the Lord is the men out there on the highway in sincerity and truth. That's where the pure water is coming from. Verse 31 says, "For the Lord thy power is a merciful power. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them," man. So the Lord ain't gonna forget about us, man. Even though the whole world has forgot about us, because guess what? There was confederacy that formed against us by these nations, man. All right. So the Lord understands. The Lord knows our plight. That He's gonna use individuals like Kanye. Now Boosie keeps saying it. Man, I'm an Israelite, man. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of celebrities coming forth saying it, but the ones that are really like Kanye shit means some shit, because he don't give a fuck. Like, the Lord put that spirit on him, he don't give a fuck. He's not gonna listen. At this point, if he says sorry, it don't even mean nothing, because he done let all the time go by to where he done lost damn near everything and still ain't budged, man. Just like that movie, what is it? Is it the Ant movie, where one of the ants or one of the Bug's Life or Ant Story or one of them, or one of the little insect things got out of line, and the roaches or whatever them things was like the grasshoppers, the roaches, whatever they were, was like the head one was like, "Yo, what the fuck y'all doing?" Like, "Oh, it's only one." He's like, "That one can influence many." Rough to paraphrase, and that's what is happening right now. All right, this is Revelation 2:9. It says, "I know thy works of tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan." The Lord knows this, man. But that's amongst our people too, you know. But, all the ones, man, listen, the Lord knows who's his, man. They can try to fake it till they make it all they want. They ain't going to make it. Because the Lord has something in store for them. Revelation 3:9. Because the Lord, they doing all this to claim world dominance. And the Lord said he's going to destroy whoever's ruling the earth when he shows up. They don't even get it. Revelation 3:9, it says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, to know that I have loved thee," man. And the Lord loves the children of Israel. And right now, only the elect of the children of Israel. So the Lord wants his worst enemy, which is Esau, right? Because they put the most pressure on us to be ruling when he show up. In Job 9:24, it says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If he ain't the devil, then who is, man? He covereth the faces of the judges. You know, got our people worshiping Jesus, not only covering up the faces, the images, dealing with iconoclasm and whitewashing, but what their face, what they represent, changing all that, distorting all that, and 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 have our people's mind distorted, man, and then go back to the Lord and say, you know, um, shit, these ain't your people. They don't even follow your laws. Roughly paraphrase. I wish I could find that scripture. Every time I bring it up, I can't find it. It might be it's Jeremiah, kind of. Okay, here it is. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 7. It says, "All that found them have devoured them," meaning all these other nations devoured the children of Israel. And their adversaries said, "We offend not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh, the power, the hope of their fathers," man. So, so they put us in this perverse state of mind, destroying our heritage and everything, causing us to follow behind these other gods, false gods, these heathen traditions, and accuse us to the Father on a daily basis. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua has a trick for that. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and the power of his anointed, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before Yahweh day and night," man. So they like, these ain't your people. Look at them, man. Look at them. They ain't even doing your laws. They ain't doing none of that. So he accused us day and night, and now he's trying to set himself up as, why? Because this bitch has won his birthright back. So now he's convinced the whole world that he is the image of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, when the true image comes out of Israel. This is Maccabees, First Maccabees 3:46. It says, "Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Mizpah over against Jerusalem. For in Mizpah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel." All right, so this is we were in the state of mourning. All right, this is coming around the Maccabean revolt. All right, it says, "Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their head and rent their clothes." Right, because man, we were being persecuted by Antiochus Epiphanes around 168. You know, trying to force our people to eat pigs, burning them up, boiling them in water if they ain't do it. Trying to plant the seed of fear in our people. But now, when individuals like Kanye West does that in front of their people, that's the reverse effect. Because when you have one that stands up, like there was one instance where they a mother had 5 sons and they killed all 5 sons in front of her, and all of them went out like a G. I wish I could find that. It's in Maccabees also. But it says, verse 47, it says, "They fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes." All right, and laid open the book of the law. Right. So we rent our clothes and we went Just like how we're doing now, we're prophesying the sackcloth and we're in the state of mourning, right? You know, and our clothes are rent because we're calling upon our King, Yahweh Shai, please come get us, man. All right, we sorry. Come get us out of here, man. Come kill this devil. All right. So it says, and laid open the book of the law. We're in the laid open the book. Right. So now we in the scriptures all day. So we put on sackcloth at that time. We put on sackcloth and went straight to the book and started reading the word of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. It says wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their image. Right. So, and they were trying to read our books too, and distort the true message behind what is said in the word of Yahweh by Shemel Shai. So now the whole world believes them over us because in the low state that we're in. But it was all put together by these other nations, man. All these other nations had a hand on us, man. This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. It says, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemy make a tumult, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head, right? And the head is the ambassador of the heathen, that's Esau. And the ambassador of Esau is Amalek, and that's the fake Jew, the chief house of Edom. And Yahweh Shemel Shai said he will be constantly be at war with Amalek from generation to generation. So of course he would have Amalek, the chief. He's gonna have Esau ruling at that time, but guess who's gonna be governing everything? Chief house of Edom, Amalek, man. Because what did Kanye say, man? You know, Tupac told him to get his money up before he go to war. He going to war. We're warring against these devils, man. But the war is against the principalities, the perverseness of thought mind process that they have our people in. We got to destroy that through the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Verse 3, it says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, man. Right. And that's talking about the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true Israelites of the scriptures, man. And not only that, the ones that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, looking like the other nations, but their bloodline genealogy goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they bear the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, and the spirit of truth. All right. Verse 3 says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. All right. This is the point. It says, and they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no more be in remembrance. So you don't hear about Judah, you don't hear about Ephraim, you don't hear about Levi, you don't hear about Benjamin. You don't hear none of these things because they're all being called by their slaves' names right now. So the name of Israel is no longer in remembrance, man. Now they call this a Jewish people, and some of them say they're from the tribe of Levi. What the hell is a Levi? All right. It says, so they try to cut us off from being in remembrance. Verse 5, it says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. All right, because they're trying to suppress the word of the Lord coming out. So they know we're always going to speak. So why not put lies in our head so we speak that? But the Lord said he's going to preserve a complete number of men that will not bow down to these perversions. Verse 6, it says, the tabernacles of Edom. And that's the first one. That's the head honcho, the ambassador of the Edom. And the ambassador of Edom is Amalek. It says, and the Ishmaelites, those are the two ones that started the slave trade. You had the trans-Sahara slave trade, sub-Saharan slave trade. That was with Ishmael. All right. And you had the transatlantic slave trade. That was with Edom. It says of Moab, All right, we was in captivity with on Moab with I think what around with King Misha. It says and the Hagarenes. I don't know who those are. They might be African or something. But regardless, all these other nations had um had a hand on us, slightly in our captivity. All right. So now they have themselves in the land, right? Claiming. Matter of fact, let me get that, man, because we had to fall away for them to get that opportunity to do what they're doing right now. Tell them niggas to shut up and say I'm sorry. You ain't no goddamn Jew. Shut that shit up. That's what they're trying to say. But Kanye said, I'm gonna keep talking. That's beautiful, man. Because the men of the Lord are gonna continue to talk the truth. So we like to see sparks like this with Kanye and other celebrities. Because guess what? They can only get that little seed drop, but the Most High gonna give the increase. One man planted, another man watered, but Most High give the increase. So you have to have the Spirit of the Lord to get that increase. So you got to find out where the Spirit of the Lord is. All right, this is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means." Right. So we were discontinued from our heritage, and they set themselves up as calling themselves the children of Israel. They don't call themselves that, but they call themselves Jewish. But they're saying they're the sons of God, pretty much. Verse 3, it says, "Let no man." 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3 says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Man. Who is it talking about right there? Titus and Vespasian, 70 AD. The man of sin being revealed. And then that's who's ruling right now. Edom. Can't get around it. The Lord is setting them up, and they can't even see it. They can't even see it. The Lord's going to war with these devils, man. They don't even know it. That's how powerful Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is. It says, "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time." Matter of fact, no, I skipped something. No, let me get on verse 4. It says, "Who opposes and exalted," this is the point, "who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." All right, I read that verbatim for a point, because with all this iconoclasm and whitewashing of everything and white supremacy, they got everybody thinking they're God. You see Charles Heston playing Moses in the Ten Commandments. Come on, man. Ain't everybody, Cleopatra, white woman. Um, you know, everybody like the Egyptians were white in the movies. So ain't no people of color, had no type of shit going on. It was just a bunch of white people running around. Yeah, fuck out of here. All right. So now they have themselves set up as if they're God. All right. But the Lord got a trick for them, man. This is Psalm chapter 50, verse 16. It says, "But unto the wicked, Yahweh saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" That's what Yahweh Shemel starts asking this devil. I threw my people out of the land, and the Lord said He was going to bring them in that land to possess our houses. Let me get that real quick. Ezekiel, Slakia. This is Ezekiel chapter. Um, thought it was 16. I saw. When the worst of the heathen. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. Well, I'll look it up. Okay. Ezekiel 7 and 24. Alright. This is Ezekiel 7 and 24. It says, alright, this is on the punishment on the children of Israel. It says, wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses, and I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease. Their holy places shall be defiled. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none, man. Right? And so that's what happened to us, and then we ran out of our land, and they possessing our houses right now, right? Claiming themselves to be over there banging their head up against the Tower of Antonia, built by Herod, their forefather, the Edomite. Like the Lord got them in straight derision, man. So the Lord asked the question. Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statute, or thou shalt take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest destruction and consent and cons, con, cons, and contest my words behind thee, castest thy words behind thee. Like when thou sawest a thief, thou considerest him with him, consentest with him, and have been partakers with adulterers. All right, and that's 2/3 of our people falling behind this devil. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. That's them all the way, man. Teaching nothing but lies, speaking nothing but lies. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Right. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. And that's what they did, man, by snatching our identity and claiming themselves to be the children of Israel or the sons of God. But Yahweh Shai has something for them, man. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Right. The Lord been chilling for a minute. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. All right. So now they bragging about it to the Lord and being accuser against them. It says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's what is happening right now. The valley of the dry bones being risen up and having life unto them. So what, in my opinion, what Kanye is doing is beautiful. I hope he don't never say I'm sorry. I hope he never apologizes. I hope he keeps saying shit like George Bush doesn't like black people, doesn't care about black people, making everybody look crazy. Let's fuck it. Everybody get uncomfortable. Pressure bust pipes. Shit, we've been uncomfortable. Everybody get uncomfortable. Let's let everybody get on edge a little bit, man, and see who the Lord really rocking with, who the Lord really working with. Are y'all really? If y'all really the sons of God, you should give a fuck about what Kanye. You ain't gotta cancel shit because the future gonna speak for itself. Because the Lord is gonna make known and manifest who are His. Matter of fact, I got one more scripture. I want to close it out with. Wait, hold on. All right, let me get Zephaniah. I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures to close it out. Zephaniah 3:19. It says, "Behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee." All right, pull it. They ain't gonna be able to afflict us no more. And I will save her that halteth, and gather her that has driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame, man. Man, that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna do for his elect, man. Well, for Israel. And I want to get one more scripture to close it out. This is Hosea. This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power." Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And you're witnessing the elect of Israel standing up and proclaiming that and surnaming themselves that in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Lord, willing this lesson was edifying and serves the purpose of that, like Tekah Halayim, like Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Habakkuk, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostle, the great millstone, and my elder Herawan as well. Salutations to the occupant that are pushing the truth, the sincerity of truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Shalom.